Businesses took center stage today during Small Business Saturday, including at the Painted Wraith Curiosity Shop in downtown Bloomington. The store opened 3 years ago, catering to a niche that people may not find elsewhere in the area. A steady flow of customers made their way in and out of the store today, with people from the Quad Cities to Nashville because of their billboard. The husband-wife team that owns the store sells products inspired by magic in the horror genre.
Everything has kind of picked up now that the Christmas season is quickly approaching. People are out and about and looking for that special something for their loved one who has a more macabre sense of humor. We are the place.
Downtown Bloomington stores are handing out passports to customers who make a purchase. When people collect stamps from several businesses, they will be eligible for a drawing next week.